This is how the doors are coming on. There's another piece that fits over the top of that, and then there's the pockets to go in, which are here. But they're quite hard to get in. They look like there's a lot of room there, but the metal inside this part of the door is catching it a bit. So that side's on as well. We just got to fiddle with it a little bit, but the piping looks nice. See there, and then there's some metal caps to go on here which we don't have, so I'm going to get them ordered. I've ordered them already, in fact, from S&G in Holland. It's like a little finisher, and that holds that down as well. This piece of rubber, which has to be cut to, so it goes across there like that. And then one bezel for the dashboard. One of these bezels for this dashboard, there's just a ring, you know, where it goes to the switches. I mean, they're like €32 for one chrome bezel. There's nothing in them. I don't know how they can justify it, but hey, that's what it is. But yeah, these are the things that we've got going. You see, they're like a little mat pocket, but they've got a lot of spare on it. But they're going to be very. I think once they're in and they drop down, they might not be so bad. It's just getting them in initially is the problem. But we'll get there. So it's coming on. But the beige is definitely looks the bollocks, doesn't it? I think the beige is a really nice colour. It really sets it off. Get this done, and then we can get these hockey sticks in. That's on, but it's not got the glue in it yet. But you can see how nice that is, and once the rubber seal's in there, and then the fur flex as well around it, it's going to look absolutely spot on. You can see how it would look, but the rubber's got to go in yet. But these fit beautifully now. They're right on the money, aren't they? And hockey sticks, perfect. But I mean, they were made to measure, so they should be. Alright, so you can see this store's not quite complete. There's a chrome strip to go along here which I have to order, and it's got some clips in it. So we've learned quite a lot from this. David Servers is a friend of mine, and he was giving us some tips and bits and pieces. Amir's done most of this while I was working on the pickup. But what we found is that this frame here, you've got to preset this box up. It's like a map pocket, to be honest. It's really not a lot of use. I mean, stick a map in it or something, but you couldn't put, a bottle of Coke in there or anything like that. It's so small, as you can see there. So it's got to go onto there first, because where we had it was we had this frame actually in, and then trying to get it past it, which it won't work. So I'll take you around the other side and I'll show you what I mean. So it's a lot of messing around with these. It's the most parts in one particular thing. So the doors are the most parts to get right in one thing. The interior has been fairly good. Yeah. Generally, it's fairly easy to fit in. It's a bit of a jigsaw, but it's fairly easy. But with this, it's a different story. There's There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 15, 18 different parts, because there's all kinds of screws and nuts and bolts and things that's got to go in. And what we have found as well is with these door cards, the main door card goes in there. They were they're cut a little bit wrong here. I don't know if that's the template or what's caused that, but yeah. So setting up this beading as well. The book has been is good, but it's a 1D, and you can't see the exactly where the edges should be. And if you notice here, I'll take you underneath and show you. In fact, I'll take it down. You can see. Can you see how it's actually up from there? There's the baseline there. We thought that should go down there, but it doesn't. So what to do, I guess, is check your door cards. And this is what I'm talking about here. Right here in that corner, when this is on, you can. I'll get it in just to show you. without that panel out you can't really see it, but you see how it means I had to make this piece up here, up in the corner, but when it's on you can just see it, you can see this corner. So yeah, anyway, it's a few tips, hopefully that'll help. But it's quite a complicated, it doesn't look much, but it's quite a complicated panel to get together because there are so many bits that got to fit, and clips and hidden clips and so on and so forth. So again, yeah, so as I said, we tried to put this metal piece in without the box in it and then try to fit it in afterwards. I thought, I won't work, you've got to put it on. And where these clips are now is where the door cards is going to sit to finish it up, as you can see in here. You can see in there. The other thing is, if you look at those tabs, you can see those tabs there? They look like they should either be flat or go down or back the other side of this. And the same here in the front. It's just not the case. I don't know if you can see that very well. But there's another one there. It looks like they should be either flat or round. We've tried and they don't fit. They push all the box section or the mechanism all to one side, and there's no other way it can fit. And David's car in the US, it's exactly the same. So, but as I say, they're just an old-fashioned mat pocket. And then this piece is the studs to go on here to hold that in place. And this chrome strip, which I'm going to get. So yeah, if that helps, make sure that's put on separately, and then it'll go together a lot easier. But the tip would be, do one door first.
First one.
Do one door, make sure you get that right, and then go on to the other, because it's a very time-consuming job. David said it took him about 4 or 5 days, and it's about the same. And it's just that it's on, off, on, off, on, off, all the time, constantly, because you're having to check everything again and again and again. Anyway, there you go.